It's Chris from Destination Beer, and we are hanging out at GABF in Denver, doing a beers with Rick Lyke at the Pints for Prostates Rare Beer Tasting. Rick, how's it going?
It's going great. We're in the middle of our VIP. We've got 800 people who will be here eventually when the general admission comes in. 50 great brewers.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Very cool. So tell us a little bit about what the Rare Beer Tasting is.
Well,
I mean, what the name doesn't tell us.
Yeah, well, so the Denver Rare Beer Tasting, we started it 6 years ago, and the idea came out of the fact that there was a lot of events for media and things in town at that point. There really weren't a lot of consumer events outside of the GABF itself. There were things at bars, there were bottle shares and stuff. We thought there's a chance here we could do something that would sort of elevate the game a little bit and really get into the beer passion that was emerging at that point. And so we started this rare beer event because there were a lot of breweries that would tell us, hey, we've got this really special keg. We want to hold an event for Pints for Prostates. Well, we're bringing them all together to one place.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, so I'm drinking the Wicked Weed Black Angel. This is a black sour ale. Really got some great flavors going on. A lot of sours here at the event at GABF, as told. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking the Befuddlement from the brewery, and this is also a sour, and it's a beautiful beer. It is reminds me very much of being in Flanders.
Oh, nice. Yeah, he gets to travel, goes to Belgium. That's pretty awesome. All right, so the whole rare beer tasting and everything that we're doing here is supporting a charity that you're very passionate about, Pints for Prostates. So give us some background on Pints for Prostates and how that came about.
Yeah, Pints for Prostates has been around just a little bit longer than the rare beer tasting. I had prostate cancer in 2008, had surgery. I'm also a beer writer, and so afterwards, a friend of mine who's passed away from the disease pushed me to get tested. I didn't have any symptoms, no family history. I went and got tested, found out I had prostate cancer. I started doing what he was doing. I would bug people like you, hey, you're the right age, you need to start getting tested. And I realized, well, through beer, I could reach a lot more people than would listen to me otherwise.
Yeah, right.
So our motto is reaching men through the universal language of beer. Yeah. So we will go into festivals, we'll hold events like this, we'll go to bar nights, and we just try to engage with guys and just have a simple conversation and say, hey, men are 33% more likely to have prostate cancer than women are to develop breast cancer. Most people don't realize that. It's 1 in 6 men with prostate cancer, 1 in 8 women with breast cancer. We try to make it fun. I mean, we do events like this. Yeah. It's not meant to scare guys. We're not in an event trying to be a downer about it. We're just saying, hey, you're a man. This is part of being a man. You got to get tested.
Yeah. And so tell people what the
PSA. That stands for prostate-specific antigen. So you need to go to a health screening. They will pull blood just like they do for cholesterol or for glucose levels and type. So they can run that PSA test and tell if there's something that might be going on. Also, you get the digital rectal exam, which every man dreads. It's no big deal. It's part of look at what women have to go through.
Yeah,
right. So
and they do that more often than we do that.
Right, exactly. So we try to take the conversation and really over a beer say to guys, hey, get tested. It might save your life, and it's no big deal.
Right.
And that whole fear factor, whatever you want to call it, whatever was going on about it, we're doing a good job, I think, of getting guys to get tested, because when we come out to these events, the next year when we're back, I have people stop me and go, hey, I got tested. And most of the time they're fine. But we have had a number of guys who got tested because of what we do and found out they had prostate cancer.
And it's so important to get tested early. If you do have prostate cancer and you get it very early, then you've got a chance of beating it.
I beat it.
There you go.
And it was the case. My PSA now is 0.0, and I get tested every 6 months, get retested, but I'm in the 98th percentile that I've beaten, and it's because of a routine test.
That's very awesome. So they do a lot of events around the country. You can find them online, pintsforprostates.org.
Yes.
.org, right?
Or follow us on Facebook, because that way we're always posting our events and cool things like this. We did an event this year in Seattle. We're doing this one. We do one in Asheville. We do one in Minneapolis now. Yeah. So we're kind of all around the country geographically.
And actually, there's a cool event that tied into GABF this year, and that was the 1,400-mile bike ride. If you guys saw that, leaving out of Austin, guys out of Austin, the Beer Liner. Some of those guys rode their bike from Austin to Denver for Pints for Prostates.
Yeah, they're actually funding testing programs.
Yeah.
So we've already had some testing dates that have happened here in Denver, that have happened in Austin. I believe there was some in Albuquerque. But the funds that are raised, that's what we do. And we do testing events, and we also fund a group that does support groups for men who've been diagnosed.
That's awesome. Guys, definitely check out Pints for Prostates. And if you're a guy over 40, go get checked out. Find out what your PSA is. It's totally worth it. And beat it early. Enjoy a beer. Cheers.